In the fandom for Kendrick. But I say this.
I'm just speaking facts, bro. I'm tired of y'all keep on.
Bro, nah, Ki, bro.
If Drake did the same thing to Kendrick, I would be giving Drake the same praises. Like, this nigga really killed my favorite rapper.
That's
I would have had to say
I ain't gonna lie. That's a lie, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I would have said
bro,
it.
You are deep down the rabbit hole, bro.
I wouldn't even say it. Y'all wouldn't even never heard from me again. I would have went off the deep end. Y'all would have never heard from
me. On Friday.
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, hold on. They said Ebro was talking crazy about Drake. Well, hold on. Let me hear this. Could y'all hear when I'm playing the shit or no?
Just try to play it. I think we can hear it a little bit.
Right. Come on, man. Come on, man. Why are you doing this? But yeah, no, y'all invited me. I'm gonna show up and do me.
Now, do you think the NFL considered in any way, like, the idea that being involved in the Drake thing, like, if God forbid somehow something went left after this point, they could somehow be liable for it?
I don't know the answer to that, but what I do know is that Rock Nation produces the halftime show. So that's the agreement. From what I understand, once they select the person, it's what it is. And so I don't see why, they would be liable for something that is already out in public. It's not like they premiered the song at the Super Bowl. It's not like they're saying that they endorsed Kendrick's messaging. It's not like they're saying that they, I think that lawsuit is so fraudulent, it's crazy.
Are you talking about lawsuits, Rosenberg, or are you talking about other stuff?
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about if something, I don't know, man.
Right, he said liable, so that's lawsuit.
In that case, I mean lawsuit, but right. I'm saying if God forbid, this was the moment that was so embarrassing for Drake that it sent him to some bad sort of spin, right? Would that fall back on all the people that were involved in?
Well, I got news for you. If they try that, meanwhile, Drake, at your shows, you're changing lyrics to songs and saying, y'all couldn't kill me, I didn't die. And also walking around with bullet holes in your sweatshirt with smoke coming out the back. So
he said beef is live. I never died.
Beef is live. He says beef is live. Mm-hmm. I'm not dead. They couldn't kill me.
Yeah.
So he's still leaning in. So at what point is it now?
Wait. I'll pause that there. Supposedly, I want to hear what the hell he's talking about with this. The caption says, K-Dot's show represented the sickness that Drake brought to the game. What? The sickness? Anyway, let me ask this to y'all, and then I'll get back into it. But I want to get your quick opinion on this, all of you guys. So he's Ebro just said that basically almost kind of saying that Drake is wrong for leaning into the battle by changing lyrics. My opinion is this. I don't think that's leaning into the battle. That's reassuring his fans that, I'm here and I'm still good. And look, we have a sold out show. What do you want him to say? Just act like he's deaf? If he dissed Kendrick, some pussy ass niggas made up a lie on me and fuck them, I won the battle. I get that. You're whatever. But he's saying, all these dudes, they try to kill me. I'm still here. I don't think he's leaning to the battle. Do you think he is?
Hey, ain't Ebro the same nigga that got mad and tried to crash out because Drake ain't give him an interview? Man, that nigga Ebro, that nigga Drake is leaning to the battle. He's supposed to just keep his head down and go to work. Quit doing all that other shit, man.
It makes it hard. It makes it hard to believe the shit you'll hear about him being unbothered and unfazed and all this other shit when he constantly makes either comments or does actions that signify that he is bothered. And that signifies that you are bothered by doing
isn't that mad? Y'all are over here saying, it's a funeral. It's a funeral. And if he says a line that's almost answering to that, and really, he's doing that for his fans. You have Kendrick fans just clowning his fans your rapper is dead. And if he's trying to at least keep some positivity within his fan base, beef is live. I never died. That means you just want him to shut the fuck up and just With or away?
Yeah, because
he not doing that shit. He not doing that shit for it.
He just go to work. I'm gonna show you with action. I'm not gonna just talk. I'm not gonna do no subliminal. I'm gonna just give you that work, nigga.
Yo, chat.
He not doing it for his fans, bro. He doing it for his ego.
Yo, chat. I don't even know if I've drank the whole stream, but I gotta start drinking. But go ahead. Y'all say he's just doing it for his ego.
He doing it for his ego, bro. He not doing that shit for his fans.
He gotta keep telling you he okay and keep reminding niggas, and usually he probably, most times that sound like a nigga that's not okay.
Okay, what could Drake do that you could be like, that's how he should be handling it?
Drop.
Just stop fucking addressing the beef in any type of way, subliminally or directly or otherwise, and just drop good music. That's all you've ever had to do, my nigga. That's it. That was the plan for you.
But I'm not gonna hold you.
Once you screw, you done maxed out on what all the things you could do to show that nigga you wrong.
No, but also I can't acknowledge the fact that you brought my fucking ex on stage, crip walking to me being a pedophile. I can't acknowledge that. I have to be like
acknowledge it, nigga. Got some music, nigga. Slide for you.
I gaslighting, bro. I gaslighting, bro.
Check, nigga. Say pick up.
Gaslighting, bro.
My nigga, this is the same nigga that went on wax and kept streaming drop. Now that all of this shit has happened in the fallout, now the nigga want to play victim? Like, no, we not doing it.
Yo, my nigga, hold on. Yo, whoever who just said that about the drop, the battle is over, bro. Niggas dropped it, it's over. So, like, it's over, right?
Drake just admit that he lost the match.
Why is he saying the beef is alive, Mac?
Nigga, that's his song. He only
why is he saying rap?
Yo, the only song he changed, the only part of the song he's changed. So this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. The only part of the song he changed was where he says, "I'm still alive." That was a line that originally said "niggas died." He just changed one line, "I'm alive." And again, people have a problem with this nigga doing everything. Listen, I get the dumb shit. I don't like him doing the duck clips. I hate your fake pits. I don't want to see it. Not like, again, I know he posting that for the girls. He's just trying to fuck all these bad bitches. I get it. But right now, post some musical shit. I like that. You know what I mean? I don't like to watch men pucker their lips.
You think if Kendrick was doing what Drake's doing, I would be okay with that, nigga? I would be
yes.
Kendrick, get your bitch ass out there and go do something, nigga. Don't be out here sneak this and like, come on, you on some girls.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe it.
I don't believe that for
nigga. If Kendrick was doing some soft shit like that, I would tell Kendrick like, "What the fuck, gang? Like we don't do that, nigga. Go slide."
He had bell bottoms on. He had girl jeans on at the halftime show. Did you have a problem with that?
Bro, I know we not talking when this nigga Drake literally consistently, as an almost 40-year-old man, is posting duck lip pictures on his fucking
bro,
come on, my nigga.
And he got nail polish on top.
What's better? What's worse? Posing pictures with duck lips or wearing girl jeans at the halftime show? You got
nigga, he paints his nails.
Nail polish on.
Let's not go 50 because your man's was wearing a dinosaur suit and niggas just let that shit slide.
What you mean?
The
rooftop party.
So we ain't want to talk about how Kendrick was showing off his thighs in those jeans.
See, now that's real.
Oh yeah.
Again, see what y'all do.
That's real specific.
What we doing?
You like white bitches and black men thighs? Is that what you're saying, brother?
Here we go.
No, that man, bro. This man was wearing jeans, tight ass jeans, trying to be a bad bitch. That nigga's like, if I do some shit that Playboy Cardi do, my fans might be like a cult.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question.
My question,
hold on.
Why that nigga Drake can't just admit he lost, bro? That's one thing you're not talking about.
Let me ask you a question. And by the way, somebody says, you said what? Why can't Drake what?
Why can't Drake just admit he lost?
When in hip hop history has it
have a little press conference and move on?
He do that?
When in hip hop history have we? Did Jay-Z admit he lost?
With Pusha T, he did the same shit with Pusha T, and everybody was like, "All right, at least
hold on.
Get L."
Did
let him go gracefully?
Did Jay-Z admit he lost versus? Did Jay-Z admit he lost versus? Hold on. Did Jay-Z admit he lost versus Nas? Did Biggie ever said he lost versus Tupac? Nigga,
but Drake already did it. Drake already did it.
Nigga, this would be the weakest move since. This would have been the weakest move since J. Cole dropped out the battle. Nigga, be like, nigga, you just came out and said you lost. Nigga, you ain't even gonna let it go to the referees. Like it's like a boxer fight.
Wearing a graphic T-shirt
Just like a boxer fighting, and a boxer said, "We don't need a judge. He won."
At a certain point, this shit just gonna keep happening as long as he don't like. If he just says, "Yo, I lost this shit," like y'all got that shit, it's over with. Leave it alone. Everybody
That's like begging for no, it's not. No, hell nah.
Then people gonna keep bringing this shit up.
Hell nah. A nigga beg for mercy like that.
Do that's one thing y'all Kendrick fans are not saying. Yo, what y'all want to do? Y'all want this nigga to
There's nothing else that there's literally nothing else that he can do, bro. There's nothing else he can do.
Let me ask y'all a question.
But just admit he lost. On the 14th, I need some new sex music. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yo, let me ask y'all a question. Hey, so news came out that the NFL did apologize over the Super Bowl halftime snub to apologize to Lil Wayne. Now, we don't know if this apology came out after Kendrick's performance or before. It appears that it probably came out before. Do you think that anybody in the league office or otherwise are having second thoughts? Here's the thing, it's a mixed bag. Because if it's the most viewed Super Bowl, shit, if they care about money, I don't think they care too much about quality. It's like, imagine the most viewed Super Bowl, but it's a bad game, or it was a snow game, and it was like 100-0, but everybody watched. I mean, it made dollars, so it made sense. Do you think they regret picking Kendrick for that ghetto classless performance?
Yo, you gotta stop that. You really do gotta stop that.
It was ghetto. It wasn't ghetto?
Yeah, it was ghetto. It was ghetto.
That shit was ghetto.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, so you telling me what's more ghetto, doing that or standing up there pregnant doing it? Which one?
That's ghetto too. That's a
No.
She has sperm cells walking around on things.
No, y'all will not try to impugn the Queen Rihanna like that. By the way, here's the thing. Another reason I'm not gonna let y'all say that about Rihanna, because if Rihanna had came out last night, I would have changed my whole tune about that shit. If Loyalty, play them other whack ass song like Man in the Garden. But if Rihanna came out and did Loyalty with that nigga, and you got to give her an extra song. She could do Work, or she could do any. Come on, she could do Umbrella. It would have been, it would have been. I would have said.
Exes to come beef for Drake on the Super Bowl.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Yo, chat. If Kendrick brought out Rihanna, leave SZA at home. Leave her ass at home. Bring out Rihanna. Do Loyalty. Give her 2 songs. Have her perform Umbrella. And come and rule, girl, with your plan. Let that happens. Kendrick, you get 7 songs. Let's cut out the whack songs. Peekaboo, fuck out of here. Man in the Garden, fuck out of here. Matter of fact, we're cutting 4 of his songs because he got to perform Not Like Us twice. We only showed up for one reason. You performing it twice. At the beginning and at the end, W performance. At least the people wouldn't look like they're falling the fuck to sleep. And at least the white people would be like, oh, okay. All right, I don't know what this exactly is, but I at least know some familiar shit. And at least culturally, he could still violate Drake.
SZA mean more to the culture than
Whoa. Hold on. Wait, hold on a second. Who said SZA means more to the culture than Rihanna? Is this nigga on crack?
Yeah, he's on crack.
No, nigga, Rihanna is a pop artist. She sell them numbers from white people, nigga. SZA fuck with the culture, fuck with SZA. Don't do SZA like that, nigga.
The culture fuck with Summer Walker more. I ain't gonna hold you.
It's
Rihanna's a pop artist. I'm not taking nothing from Rihanna, but
hey, by the way,
for white people. It's for white people.
Yo, chat, I want to announce this is exactly how every Kendrick fan on Twitter sounds like. I want you to see crazy.
No, that's the fact. That's the fact.
Hey, KI, you wildin', bro. I ain't gonna hurt you.
Every Kendrick fan right now,
nigga. In no universe does Rihanna not mean more to the culture than SZA, bro. I'm sorry.
Say that Rihanna's the culture. Rihanna ain't dropped since 2017. Y'all said Kendrick wasn't the culture because he ain't dropped since 2017. It's the same thing, nigga. SZA wasn't the culture right now.
He's crashing out right now.
No, it's fast.
Damn.
No. If you go in these bitches' cars, they not playing Rihanna. They playing SZA.
Damn.
He do got a point. Recency.
Yeah, he got a point.
She's currently making music. That's the only reason why.
That's it. That's literally it, bro. That's it.
My nigga. Yo, this is why. This is why I say y'all gotta get out of y'all ghetto bubble. Yo, Rihanna hasn't. Rihanna. Hold on.
The NFL ain't gonna have Jay-Z break on no more ghetto shit. You know they're gonna have next year. You're gonna either get Morgan Wallen or Post Malone. That's what they want.
Rihanna. Rihanna hasn't dropped music.
They have to get rid of Jay-Z.
They're gonna want Post Malone or they're gonna want Morgan Wallen next year.
They're gonna have to fire Jay-Z.
Hey, chat. Rihanna hasn't dropped music in years. She's still got more monthly listeners than goddamn Kendrick.
That is white people. We know that's white people.
Nigga,
that's not the culture.
She's the culture and the globe, nigga. She cultural, global,
nigga, that's not
universal.
The culture. White people are not the culture.
So Kendrick, when an artist becomes so popular that their music expands internationally and globally and they get all the different demographics, all of a sudden they're not culture. Is that what your argument is?
We're talking about the culture. I said SZA is the biggest thing.
Nah,
you can in hip hop and R&B right now, SZA's the biggest female right now.
The culture's ran by Lucien Grange, bro. You talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about, bro? SZA's one of the biggest artists out.
See, y'all making excuses, gang. Y'all making excuses.
You're not making excuses, bro. You're trying to put color into it.
SZA one of the biggest artists out. What are you talking about? She's bigger than Drake right now.
Hold on, y'all. Back to the Lil Wayne thing, though. I do think it's corny that the NFL did an apology that late. Whether it was before the Super Bowl or after, it was still late. As far as you really want a genuine apology. Now, what I do think was interesting, where they fucked up as they could have booked the nigga to open up the Super Bowl. I don't see why that wasn't possible if y'all doing like y'all got the Netflix shit with Beyonce. You definitely could have added another performer. That would have been lit.
Wait, add another performer? Wait, hold on, man. What type of consolation? What type of consolation participation trophy shit you think? Yo, listen, I know Wayne sometimes be looking not the best these days, but he got a little bit more pride and ego. Yo, that's like being on the Summer Jam used to have the stadium, then they used to have like the warm-up stage outside in the parking lot. What the fuck is you talking about? Wayne,
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying a better gesture would be like you could have made a big thing out of the intro of the Super Bowl and put Lil Wayne there, but giving him a weak ass apology later down the line after you seen the nigga was disgruntled, I think that's corny.
They should have stand on what they did.
Act like an opening to the Super Bowl wouldn't be fire,
bruh. Why would Wayne do that? It's in my own city. I'm opening for you. Nigga, fuck you.
Yeah, nah.
No, you're not. You don't perform better than me, gang. My trajectory is better than yours. I hold the crowd. I hold the
Kendrick performance. I definitely think Wayne.
Hold on. Who has had a better overall? Who's had an overall better career, Wayne or Kendrick?
The thing is about if Wayne could have I think it was more so that nobody trusted Wayne to get up there and actually do his thing. They thought he was going to fuck it up, and that's probably why he was like, "Nah, we're not doing that." Outside of the Jay-Z shit.
He don't even know his lyrics. You want a nigga to get on stage who don't know the lyrics?
Kendrick couldn't even finish his lyrics. That nigga was out of breath.
What are y'all talking about?
That nigga Kendrick was out of breath. He couldn't even finish a sentence.
This nigga's about to get on the stage off of some lean.
Bro, come on.
Forget his lyrics.
Come on, bro. You make it sound like rapping and also dancing, doing the choreography shit. That shit's easy. That shit not easy.
That shit is hard.
Wayne could have done that shit on lean.
Bro. Wayne would pass out. That's what you mean.
Vocal and moving around is one of the hardest things to do.
Yeah, bro.
It's harder than singing and moving around. Because, bro, once you fuck up a bar, nigga, you got to figure out where the fuck you at.
Man, listen. Here's the
thing. We'd rather have Future on codeine than they had Kendrick up there.
That's a great show, but it is a sing-along session.
Like you got.
We'd rather have Future. Future would have gave us a better performance.
Like Dave Buns doing concert sitting down, bro. He could have done that shit.
Wait, hold on. I'm okay. So let me keep playing a little bit more of what Ebro said, because apparently he got into some shit, or at least was violating Drake a little bit. And then I'll pause it in a second and we react to it.
What are we doing here? Like, you don't want this to go away either, bro.
No, this is up. How they say up and it's stuck?
It's up and it's stuck. And by the way, most
people say it. We'll do it.
Most people I know that are anywhere near any of this want it to be over.
Well,
he said game over himself, right?
Well, see that it's weird.
Hit the button.
Yeah, I guess hit the button because
who said game over?
You can't dictate when the game is over.
Congratulations. At the end of his performance.
Nah, you can't do that.
It said game over in.
Yeah. No, I thought. Yeah, I saw that. I saw it.
I don't know if that. Listen, saying game over. If you're like, hey, I think it's over, man. In fact, I'm gonna write game over in drones. That doesn't mean it's over.
All right, come on. Yo, Peter Rosenberg is so horrible, man. Let's get to the shit.
For months, he is a sickness.
Oh, here
all day.
It has more than one meeting for sure.
Facts.
But once again, going back, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying I'm not. Listen,
It's a double entendre all day.
it has more than one meeting for sure.
Facts.
But once again, going back to the whole thing, did it get personal? Yes. Was it specifically between Kendrick and Drake? Yes. Drake is not that important. The reason Drake's in this is because he is a sickness in the game. It could have been any artist. It's what Drake represents. We've been saying this for months. People love Drake. They love his music. We love his music. He's beloved. He's not willing to go rip his soul from the bottom and do ayahuasca and look himself in the mirror as Kendrick had prescribed to him. On what song was that?
Yo, this is sick, man. Yo, the cock riding be so crazy. Niggas be saying like Kendrick's a doctor. Prescribed.
Well, he is the boogeyman, though. He might not be a doctor, but he is the boogeyman.
Ebro spig.
Bro, we have to stop, man.
The boogeyman is crazy. I ain't gonna hold you.
But is he not the boogeyman?
I don't never agree with Ebro, but damn, Ebro spitting like a motherfucker. Cuz.
Before the battle, we was calling him the boogeyman. Nigga said he wasn't the boogeyman. He wasn't gonna do shit. Then he did some shit. Boogeyman.
Did he do something, or did UMG and Lucien Grange do something?
The Black Noah, I just
scared the fuck out of Drake. That's what happened, son.
Lucien Grange and them, based on what y'all been saying, Kendrick wouldn't been able to do anything, or they wouldn't be able to do anything if it wasn't for him making the song. Right or wrong?
How you a black activist align yourself with the white folks at UMG? Like, I don't get it. Like, it's just hypocrisy to me.
That is such a weak loaded statement, brother.
I'm just saying, like that's valid.
Let me play a little bit more of this.
I'm saying you present yourself character-wise as a black activist.
Bottom and do ayahuasca and look himself in the mirror as Kendrick had prescribed to him. On what song was that? Euphoria? No.
Seems like it's about Drake, but continue.
No, but it's about what the game does to someone who's trying to dominate it.
Right.
That's the moral of the story. A lot of artists have been through what Drake's going through.
Not too many. It's just uncharted territory.
No, see, once again, you guys are missing the point.
No, we're not.
Yes, you are. Somebody who's chart chasing, just trying to dominate the game and losing themselves while they're trying to chase the game. You guys are just focused on the battle. You're not focused on the actual sickness.
But Drake's level's never been reached in hip hop before either.
Right, because nobody's ever had this level of sickness before, where they're trying to be an art. You're trying to dominate R&B. You're trying to dominate hip hop. You're trying to dominate pop. You're trying to have people write your records. You're trying to do all of these things simultaneous. And oh, by the way, you're also behind the scenes doing people dirty. Like he's trying. Like it hasn't happened at this level before. You're right.
But no, hold on. Are you Dave Free, bro? That's also, let's be realistic. He's also the most successful.
Wait, do y'all agree with that?
Ebro's definitely hating, and it's nasty hate. But
not all of that shit. Some of that shit's crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
So he's describing Drake's need or desire to like be influential as a sickness, or like Drake wanted to do multi-genres.
We in sicko mode. Nah, that's fine. You can't be mad at a nigga for wanting to be great at music and be versatile.
Okay, so now I know he's tripping. Even Kendrick,
bro. I think it's more so a fact that he takes from other people, like he takes from the UK scene, he takes from reggaeton, all that shit. It's just like, yo, we trying to keep hip hop, and you keep taking from other shit and bringing it here, which is cool. It gets great slaps and shit, but it's like we just want core hip hop to be hip hop.
Yeah, but you got to realize all those different genres; those are a part of the culture, and Drake is culture.
Those are not part of the
he's going to bring
culture,
it.
Though,
he's going to bring it. Those are elements of hip hop culture. You can't deny that.
But why do you want to bring in why do you want to bring in other elements outside of the core part of the culture just to make it?
He brings that too. He brings those in addition to the core part of the culture.
But those aren't the songs that slap off. If Kendrick can do that, just let Kendrick do that shit.
One Dance Dance slap off.
Say it again.
One Dance didn't slap off. Controller didn't slap off.
But you're naming songs that are international hits. We're talking about the core of hip hop, bro. And that's why he's saying
you said nobody wants to hear those different genres in the
I'm not
culture.
saying nobody wants to hear what I'm saying
with those songs.
I'm not saying nobody wants to hear. What I'm saying is like keep that shit for all the people. Like keep that shit for the outside world. When it comes to hip hop, leave hip hop alone.
Don't you want an artist that's gonna make rap songs global and make rap global?
Yeah,
those aren't rap songs though. One Dance is not a rap.
I see what bro's saying. He's saying keep it in a certain region, like how the U.S. got our type of swag, UK got their own swag, like that.
Don't you want hip hop to grow? I don't get it.
No, it's not growing. It's stagnating. If anything, hip hop is getting smaller.
How? It's the biggest.
Yeah, that's because of Kendrick. That's why.
It's the biggest it's ever been.
Nah, man.
It's not because of Kendrick.
This is a different type of hate I'm hearing in here, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yo, Kendrick say rap, bro. Kendrick saving rap. That's all it is.
No bullshit, bro. It's not even like on some real shit. Like y'all keep talking about, it's getting bigger, it's getting more globalized. No, nigga, it's getting niched down. When you drinking Kool-Aid and shit, you like extra sugar in your shit, right? When niggas start adding water and adding ice cubes and shit, it gets watered down. Drake is watering that shit down.
That's good. That make it better, nigga. All that shit.
Nigga, I like my Kool-Aid dark. Like I like my shit like.
Bro, there's an underground scene for a reason, bro. Like if there are people, if they just want to hear pure underground rap, rapidy rap, there's a scene for a reason. A lot of fans don't want to just hear that, obviously, which is why people who branch out tend to be more successful.
So don't be a controversial to the culture and just use us for your at your defense. Like, nigga, you not about to use rap, nigga. You think you about to
He's
be
not
called
using
rap?
No, he's contributed. What are you talking about? He's contributing to rap.
No, Kendrick is saying literally what Sister just said. Like, nigga, you think you about to call yourself the greatest rapper alive and you doing all this bullshit?
Then why the fuck did Kendrick get on those Taylor Swift songs and Maroon 5 and all these other people since he's so cultured?
But he's not making those songs. I'm featured, nigga.
Bro, why did Drake get on a Central C song?
You said why did who get on the what?
Question first. If he's so cultured, why is he trying to hop on a song with Taylor Swift? Even Drake didn't do no shit like that. He never got on the record with Taylor.
Like that, you're tweaking.
Y'all would have said I'm not. Y'all would have said I'm not progressing if I did it. Y'all would have said I'm not moving forward. I'm not trying to make my career bigger than what it is if I did.
Do you want to be?
Applying that same logic to Drake.
What's wrong with a nigga just being like he just being dominant in hip hop? Fuck all the other shit. Like he's the greatest international artist. He's all this other shit. Like why can't a nigga just be a hip hop artist?
Well, I mean, you just heard Kendrick's intern stance. Bro just said that if you reach a certain level, you are beyond hip hop. You're beyond the culture because
you got to do your.
But right now, no. I think what Kendrick is doing right now, where he's at, he can be. I would say he's the biggest artist to be like hip hop wise to do what he does without being like a nigga like Drake. You can't go no higher than what Kendrick's doing right now. Without
you ever heard of 50 Cent, bro? You ever heard of 50 Cent? You ever heard of 50 Cent?
Kendrick the closest to Tupac.
50 Cent, I wouldn't even. I'm all right. So we talking about like more new age, but yeah, 50 Cent. Yeah, you could say that too.
DMX.
DMX isn't saying shit from 30 years ago.
We talking about the height. We talking about at the peak, bro. We talking about the peak. DMX would never play at the Super Bowl.
Are you serious?
DMX would never play at the Super Bowl.
That's not true. That's not true.
DMX would never play at the Super Bowl.
My bad.
I'm not saying he doesn't have the catalog for it. I'm not saying he doesn't have the catalog for it. They would never let him up.
Have you seen Woodstock, brother?
They would not let him up there. That's what I'm saying.
Letting somebody up there is one thing, but being capable of doing something.
And there's mad niggas that's capable of it.
But Kanye, they would never let Kanye up there, but he's capable of doing it.
Of course, but I'm saying like that's exactly what I'm getting at. Just because a nigga's like he has the catalog for it doesn't mean they will let him up there. That's why I'm saying the highest person on the level of hip hop to do it will be a nigga like Kendrick. Outside of Kendrick, you would say Drake would do it next, but then you start branching off in a different lanes. He's playing One Dance, he's playing.
I don't know how y'all hate Drake this much, man.
Kanye West does like pop music. Type.
Wait.
It's not the same as hip hop. It's not straight hip hop music.
Are you giving Kanye West credit for almost something that you just criticized Drake for? Like Drake is expanding hip hop. One of the first people I've seen expand hip hop beyond what we were comfortable with was Kanye.
Can I ask you a question? Why does hip hop need to be expanded?
But Kanye did it,
bro.
And you just gave him credit. Kanye,
are you criticizing it?
Kanye brought in multi-genres. Kanye really extended. Kanye literally created 808s and heartbreak. You know what I mean? Kanye changed the sound of hip hop multiple times, and you seem to be fine with that. You just don't like when Drake does his own version. Drake's not a producer. Drake is a guy who's gonna see a sound, kind of adopt it, and try to mold it into what he does, and still make it hip hop. Whether it's UK music, what's wrong with that?
I love when Drake does it. I love when Drake does it.
Changing the sound though.
Say again. We didn't hear that.
Is that the same as changing the sound though of hip hop? I don't think it is.
I mean, that's not even hip hop. What they talking about right now? I mean, they keep talking about blending the artist. They keep talking about blending music to make hip hop go bigger, bro. We're not trying to do that shit.
I mean,
and I don't even fuck with people from LA when they talk about your.
I'm just saying, like,
it definitely is changing the mainstream sound, not maybe changing the entire sound, but it's like, yeah, that's what every great artist does, right? Like, you know, a great artist is gonna push the envelope.
No, like, a great artist, to me, a great artist is the person who he maximizes it to the best. You can go off, you can branch off to a different type of lane, but at the end of the day, you still 100% hip hop. You can do something small, like you can do a small scale and kill it.
Without people expanding hip hop, without people expanding hip hop, we would have still been on some hip hop, the hip to the hip to the hip. Like, we would have been still on that. You'd have never had no Travis Scott. You think you'd have had if they heard Young Thug when they made that shit, when they were spinning on their head tops, they would have said, this is the spawn of devil. This is Lucifer's son, and what he's saying is mumbling. Send him to a mental institution. If you can't understand the evolution of how hip hop has changed, and how it's always been the voice of usually the younger generation that come in with usually a different style than their predecessors, and only the people who usually adapt to that or adopt that into what they're doing kind of last. I mean, some artists, like, they could do without, but hip hop has always progressed. The sound of hip hop from 2003 to now is very different, brother. Like,
let me ask you a question.
It seems like you just don't like what Drake does.
Hip hop?
Huh?
Did Drake water down hip hop?
No.
Nigga's crazy.
Yo, so let me ask you: did you see the Mos Def interview when the woman asked Mos Def, and he was like, "What do you think about Drake's music?" He's like, "It's fine, like, you know, on like some like Target, like it's like." It's not hip hop.
I'll answer your first question, then I'll get to the second part. When you say Drake watered down hip hop, Drake adapted to where hip hop was already going. Hip hop was going to Atlanta. That was a bunch of rappers not prioritizing lyrics. Drake adapted to it. How did he water down hip hop? You need to answer how the sound went from a predominant area where lyrics were seen as being the quintessential first thing you need to be on. New York was the home, the Mecca. It was where all the poppin' rappers were coming. You had to be able to rap, freestyle, do all that shit. Then it moved to Atlanta. Did Drake make it move to Atlanta?
I'm gonna hit you with a Drake quote. He said, "It's not about who did it first; it's about who did it right." Right? He's the biggest artist to blend all these music or blend all these cultures into hip hop.
So you're saying Drake? You're saying Drake should have?
It's not about who did it first. It's about who did it the biggest way, and he did it the biggest way. That's why he watered the shit down.
So you're saying Drake should have been a gatekeeper. Now here's the thing, and this is why I'm saying your argument is really nonsensical, right? Because even if we go back to Kanye, if Kanye doesn't make 808s and heartbreaks and doesn't do some of the experimentative shit, we don't get a Drake. Drake blew up off of some of his early remixes of Kanye songs. Yes, he could rap, but he blew up off those songs. That became his style. So if Kanye doesn't do it, we don't get Drake. If Drake doesn't, if Kanye doesn't do other shit, we gotta put Cudi in there too. We don't get Travis. We don't get a Cardi. We don't get a Uzi. We don't get a lot of shit. So do you still want niggas like Rakim still rapping? Like, all love to Rakim. I never wanted this.
I'm not saying
it seems like you're resistant to change.
He pushed it to the heights.
Hold on.
He took it as far as anybody could take it, and now the shit is watered down.
Okay.
Now we talking about Uzi fucking doing I Wanna Rock. We talking about Cardi making a little whatever the fuck his type of music is.
So let me ask you this question then. So wait. So let me ask you this question. Where do you give the blame to someone who had the knowledge of self, understood the moment, and did it willingly and literally admitted it? I dumbed down my lyrics and I doubled my dollars. Literally Jay-Z's lines. Basically said exactly what you're accusing him of.
I would say Jay-Z, based off of what you just said, I would say Jay-Z's at fault too, but he's not at the biggest fault because he didn't do it to the heights. He didn't get to the pinnacle of the shit and then said, all right, now I'm telling y'all what I just did. Drake got to the biggest point, and he still won't even admit that he dumbs this shit down sometimes.
Bro, you sound so crazy.
What? He said it in a lyric.
How much Drake right
now.
Oh my god.
Yo, y'all don't know this, but sometimes you just can't argue with Citizen. You know,
yo, by the way, chat, I think you all should know this song. I think you guys should all know this song.
I'm confused because Drake makes rap music, he makes rap records, and he's actually spitting. He's not dumbing shit down. His metaphors are complex. Like he's a real rapper.
Drake has turned into the convenient scapegoat of what people that used to be on their porches and say, oh, that's the person fucking it up. He's the convenient scapegoat right now. That's it. I'm literally telling you, moment of clarity. I dumbed down for my audience. I doubled my dollars.
People been saying it his whole career. People said it his whole career.
Hip hop, listen, hip hop has always been about, there's usually two paths, right? The path to marketability, the path to usually making more money and being commercially viable is usually not the path where you're doing a bunch of verses like Control. It's usually a middle ground where you're doing songs like Loyalty. It's usually a middle ground. Again, did Kendrick dumb down his audience?
Ground, you never seen Tupac or Biggie ever go versatile and do it at the highest level like that. You never. How's it the middle ground? That's not always been the path. It didn't happen until
they didn't get a fucking chance to. They died.
I mean, they died, but you know.
Wait.
So you think you would have heard Biggie or Tupac making a motherfucking a crazy
been just like Puff? Yup.
I mean,
hold on. Every one of Biggie's songs, every one of Biggie's his songs. Let's not even bring Pac into it because Pac wasn't a lyricist of that level, of that caliber. What we're speaking about. Every one of Biggie's songs was dumbed down to a certain level. Come on, bro. Like y'all acting like these hit songs were fucking like a parade of bars or like a barrage of bars. No, usually if you want commercial viability, you have to dumb it down. The people who,
but the essence was always hip hop and R&B. It was never no other shit. It was always hip hop and R&B.
This is the reason why I gotta go back to that Jay-Z line. This is why I gotta go back to Jay-Z line. He says, "Truth be told, lyrically, I'd probably be Talib Kweli, but." It says, truth be told, I could rhyme like common sense, but I've been making something, and I ain't been rhyming like common sense. He's been telling us, yo, because this game is part of it is trying to be a commercially viable artist, and it's always worked. Where yes, you have, I mean, there's some people that might be a little bit on one side or the other. Like I'll say Eminem. Like, right, when you listen to a Lose Yourself, when you listen to a lot of his songs, I'm not going to say all, because some of them are dumb the fuck down too. I'm talking about his hit songs. But at times you'll get an artist that could keep that lyrical integrity and make a hit song. But a lot of times, no. Get to the 2000 era or the late 90s and 2000 era, everybody got an R&B chick. Put them on the hook. You think niggas ain't want to just keep rapping like 4,000 bars? Bro, it's not dumbing down. It's also advancing. It's advancing the culture as well. Like it's not only not one type of rap.
Why you keep adding the culture? Why you keep adding the culture when you talk about blending in different type of music with it, bro?
That's not the culture.
Yo, remember when Jay-Z was making songs with Linkin Park and shit? That was rock, man.
Yo, hip hop has always been acknowledging of other genres. It's never been a standalone. Like again, I don't want to get into no Dr. Umar FBA shit, but a lot of people would agree that there was some influence from even reggae. You get what I'm saying? Like to act like hip hop is just this standalone product that you feel so offended that if Drake says, oh, I want to go rap with some of the mandem in the UK, you're like, oh my God, you're dumbing it down. Or if he wants to go do some shit with Sexy Red, you're like, oh my God, brother. Hip hop, there's many different versions of it, many different verticals as well. I don't see why it's so offensive that what Drake has done. Other than
so you feel like You My Everything is a great representation of hip hop.
Well, if you want to be that dense to only look at that one record, well, I would throw you 15 more. Middle of the ocean, 7 a.m. 7 a.m. on Bridle Path. 7 a.m. on Bridle Path.
Right now.
Again, the problem y'all have is because y'all support like an artist that could only do one thing, y'all dislike the artist who could do many things. right? What even
Kendrick could do a lot more than Kendrick could do a lot more.
Yo, what even Ebro is saying is that why you gotta go want to be the best R&B guy? Why is that a problem? If someone could do multiple things, yes, Drake could put out an R&B album, then a rap album, then he could put out an album with all hits, then he could do a Spanish song that is also really sonically good. He could do a Portuguese song. He could rap in Arabic. Is that a problem? Like,
there's nothing wrong with that,
like
bro. There's
rap,
nothing wrong with
it's
that.
been years since rap has escaped the park.
That's where it's a problem. And that's what you're not understanding.
Go ahead,
we should thank him for doing that because, like, if he bringing up, like, he's copying whatever's hot right now, even though rap, and then he bringing it to rap, that's gonna help the other rappers, right?
You want us to thank a nigga for dick sucking other cultures and bringing that shit in there, and then we just like, oh yeah, but thank you for bringing us. We got more
that's how the country.
Yo, my nigga. Y'all have to gain a grip.
You come over here and say your song is country. They literally got forced to make that song country.
Let me tell you this. Y'all have to get a fucking grip. Again, I feel like I'm giving y'all hip hop like fucking history. First and foremost, the last even 15 years. Let's go back from let's go from early 2000. Let's go from 2000 to 2015. Actually, let's go way back even further than that. Let's get back from the 90s all the way to like 2015. The majority of music that was made, if you go look back at all the shit that you're probably going to claim is hip hop, you don't get the Diplomats, Just Blaze doesn't exist, no Kanye. All they did was take neo-soul samples. They used other genres to build what hip-hop was. They literally went to other genres, heard their sounds, because niggas couldn't play the piano like that. Niggas heard other sounds and orchestras and shit like that. They took it from rock music. They took it from everywhere. And they brought it in and made it hip-hop. Where do you get off by saying it needs to stop now and Drake is doing too much?
Sonically, it didn't sound like.
What I'm saying is that
it didn't sound like they took it from there. It sounded like hip hop. They didn't just copy.
No.
Hold
on.
It was a different sound. It was a different sound.
It doesn't matter. Sampling is a quintessential part of hip hop. Sampling is a quintessential part of hip hop, which by definition means that other genres and their sounds, I don't care how you rearrange it, what beats or drum loops you put over it or snare patterns or hi-hats, you are using another genre if you're sampling other genres to mold what hip-hop is. Why is that so hard to understand that it wasn't going to stop there? It was always going to continue. They used the orchestra. That's why Kanye became such a prolific producer, because he's one of those people that did interpolation the best, because niggas would just loop samples. He would listen to some shit and say, we're going to replay it. Or we're going to bring in a whole orchestra. Like, hip-hop always advanced, like, until now. Y'all say Drake is advancing it too much. And even then...
to be honest, bro, I don't agree with those takes that these niggas was talking about. They
all right, so you jumping on the bandwagon. You said they were crazy.
That whole watering it down thing wouldn't be a conversation if Drake never had the writing allegations or whatever the case, the writing situation. Nobody would really be having that much of an issue of him being a worldly artist if the writing shit wasn't also an issue.
Yeah, but why didn't they say this about Eazy-E? Eazy-E didn't write none of his shit. Nobody said that hip hop was being watered down when Eazy-E was rapping.
And I don't say that about Kanye either.
Again,
so y'all pick and choose.
Let's be honest, bro. The reason why niggas pick at Drake about the writing shit is because Drake is also the same nigga that turns around and says, I'm better than you niggas at the rapping shit, when niggas know he has help with writing sometimes.
Because when you got one of the goals like Kanye saying, I wish he could write all my records because he's the most talented writer he's ever seen, then of course it's going to make Drake say, I'm number one.
You're the reality.
Kanye do the same thing too. Kanye act like he's the greatest and he got writers.
The reality of it is that, like, again, maybe just because of the modernization of the time and everything's just easier to see, y'all are still acting dumb like writers started like in yesteryear or started recently with Drake. Listen, there's many of y'all favorite songs where people have either just taken other people's shit, or we've seen, like, we've never had this much access to whether it's reference tracks or whatever, because those things are usually just physical and they used to get destroyed. You're not going to find them just like floating around. And a lot of times, because people were even recording on goddamn cassettes and 8-track, like, there was no, oh, yo, listen, I'm going to rap it to you in the studio. This is what you going to do. And niggas did it. You're not going to know that. There was, like, I mean, again, not accusing them of ghostwriting, nothing like that. But even if you even listen to old DVDs and documentaries of Tupac talking about his creative process. His creative process wasn't one of like, yo, everybody back away, I'm just gonna write all my lyrics. Yo, if you got something, throw it in. If you got something, throw it in. I mean, at the very essence, what do you think that is? That's called getting help. I mean, when you have Jay-Z in the studio, when you have Jay-Z,
the process of watering down the music.
Okay, but
it's one thing. It's okay to say that niggas get help with their songs, but we know there's a difference with the Drake shit. Like we don't have to pretend.
Yo, when you're in the studio on Fade to Black DVD, one of my favorite DVDs, by Jay-Z, when you see him being in the studio with Kanye, and Kanye's over here basically cooking up Lucifer, which Jay-Z ultimately used. Like, come on, bro. Like, are we just acting before Drake, everybody made music in complete isolation? No, but it's convenient, and obviously we never seen it with that transparency. I'm not saying he didn't deserve whatever backlash because we do consider
we saying the nigga that went wrong, the nigga that said that he was wrong for doing that never used the writer. The nigga who's running the game now never used the writer. He has every right to be like,
who? The nigga said he was wrong for doing that.
Not about to give me
that's cap. Hold on, sir.
That Baby King ain't
hold on. Stop with the trolling. No, stop it. Because we're gonna stay factually and historically correct. When you say the nigga who said he was wrong for doing it never used a writer, yet the same writer, Quentin Miller, is on Vlad and 15 other platforms saying that he was also asked to write for Meek. Is that? Tell me I'm wrong. I'll play right now. Tell me I'm wrong.
That's Meek, but that's not Kendrick.
You just said the person who said it was wrong. He blew the whistle. He was the whistleblower, but he was trying to do the same thing. The point
I'm talking about Kendrick. I'm not talking about Meek. I'm talking about Kendrick.
Well, we don't know what is creative.
You don't know if Kendrick got a writer. What are you talking about?
We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, exactly. What you gotta say? Well, yeah, Kendrick ain't do it. So Kendrick has every right to be like, nigga.
He just told you Baby King wrote for Kendrick.
Bro. What do you see at that? Where's the reference track at? We heard reference track of Kendrick writing songs for Baby King. We heard reference tracks from them. Where's the reference track at?
All right. So now your proof is that it never existed or is completely out of the realm of possibility unless you have 100% proof, right?
Yes, you can't say a nigga ghostwriter if you ain't got no proof. So, you would say it if we never heard a reference track, you would say you can't prove that Drake don't write. You would say the same thing.
No. Sir, here's the thing. I'll give you an example. Let me use baseball for a second, right? So in baseball, once we figured out that a bunch of people were using steroids, I think it was safe to assume there was a culture of steroid use happening. And if someone told you that there was a player in that era that was playing to the level that others people that played that used steroids, right? That used steroids, was playing to. Now, I get you. If you have no proof, we shouldn't convict the person. But is it outside the realm of possibility if we're hearing, and I don't know if you accept this, the majority of music, the commonplace way is using help. Whatever you want to call it, whether it's somebody give you a hook, whether it's somebody give you a couple lines. These days, you have labels that strictly have writing camps. They bring people in with producers. They make them make records. They offer them to stars that they have millions invested, and they say, you can use this if you want, right? Obviously, it's still a taboo thing, so we're not going to say anybody's guilty if we never heard a reference track, but are you sure that it's only the ones you don't like that do it, but the ones you like, they're Jesus. Because if that's what you want to say, cool.
If I heard a reference track from Kendrick rapping, not Kendrick doing a hook like Luther, but a reference track of him rapping, then this whole conversation is over. But until you can't prove that, you can't say a nigga made a verse for Kendrick to rap.
Smoke Doctor, what up? Avante Wright, what's up? Go ahead, keep going.
Man, nobody said that he never proved to take a verse. That Kendrick never got a verse from anybody in the game. We know clearly that Quentin Miller wrote Legacy. How the fuck you gonna let a nigga write your song for your legacy? Like, no.
There is no song called Legacy, sir.
I mean Legend.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And that was not Quentin Miller, brother.
Bro, let me say it like this to your analogy, though. To your analogy,
a writer's a writer. A writer's a writer. Come on.
To your analogy, let me just say it like this. If there's 5 niggas and 4 of them got guns, doesn't mean the other one got a gun. Until you can prove that, then you can't take that nigga to court and say he got a gun too.
But if again, I'm not saying Kendrick has a writer. Okay. If I had proof, I would have been exposed him. You know how I get down. Like, nigga,
exactly.
However,
you would have killed that nigga.
However, I'm not saying there hasn't been people like I won't even mention some other people's names because it's just not confirmed, and I don't even want to throw them in that mess. But yeah, some people have wondered. Some people have wondered, not saying that means there's any proof, but the point to your analogy about the 4 people in one, if I heard that you hung out with 4 niggas that have guns, I'm going to assume that you might have a gun, right? I'm not saying I know for a fact you have a gun, but I'm assuming you might have a gun, which means there's an open possibility that this could happen. The only thing when I'm trying to say to somebody like Kendrick Intern is that for him is 0 possibility because he likes Kendrick. No.
All right, can I be convicted off of you going off of saying that the other 4 have a gun, so I'm going to assume you have a gun? Can I be convicted?
No. That's what we're saying. It's a possibility. If you accept the fact that it's a possibility, that's not so we're saying. We didn't say he has a gun.
I mean, anything is fucking possible. Kendrick might be 6 foot. If you look at him in real life, bro. Like, anything is possible.
He definitely 4 for 3.
He could be 6 foot. Anything is possible till you meet that nigga in real life. Have you seen that nigga?
Yes.
Yo,
I DJ.
Have you met him?
I've met Kendrick Lamar 2011. Y'all got to find that clip. I'm DJing at Rutgers University. We paid. I'm not trying to say this as this. This was right before he blew up. I'm actually really lucky that this happened. Actually, we booked all 3 TDE members for the same price. BSU, Black Student Union, Rutgers University. We got Schoolboy Q. Matter of fact, I'll put it up right now. The first one we got was Kendrick. Then Kendrick blew up. Then we got Schoolboy Q. Then we got Absol. BSU.
You said that to say Kendrick is what? 4 foot 3?
Nah, I'm exaggerating. He's not 4 for 3.
Like, no, but until you tell me you went up to him face to face and you seen that he was smaller than anything. A nigga could just say anything, bro. A nigga could say that nigga 6 foot 2. Like that's what that you're not making sense when it comes to the point of just because a lot of other people have ghostwriters and they're rapping on the same caliber as Kendrick doesn't mean he has a ghostwriter. Doesn't mean a lot of other niggas have a ghostwriter.
Okay, I'm not trying to throw it.
Word on the street is,
I'm not trying to put this ghostwriter thing on him.
Like,
okay,
you don't know.
Well, no,
you can't do that.
I'm not trying to put this ghostwriter thing on Kendrick. Don't get it twisted. The point of what I'm trying to say is that I feel like people. Oh yeah, this is my laptop right here. This was his DJ using my laptop. It says okay. Anyway, who cares? But the point is this. I'm not saying he uses a ghostwriter. The point what I'm trying to say is that I think y'all are acting like Drake broke like this mold that I'm telling you existed before him. Ghostwriters has been the biggest secret in rap. Just like labels buying sales. There's many things that the regular consumer, if you ever you know what's crazy, and I get it was probably the worst timing with the Kendrick and bots thing, but I think people were really like, wait, bots exist that much? Yes! You get what I'm saying? It's really commonplace. Like, bots are very normal in hip-hop.
Let me ask you this, Act.
Yeah.
Would it not be safe to say that ever since the situation with Drake, it has become more common?
Get my stupid ass right there, Chad. Go ahead.
I said, do you feel like, is it not safe to say that since the situation with Drake being outed for having ghostwriters, a prominent rapper, top tier rapper, it hasn't become more prevalent in hip hop?
More prevalent, yes.
You think it's become more prevalent, you think, huh?
I do think it's become more prevalent since Drake. Same way niggas say about Kanye using AI, niggas gonna be like, well, shit, if he not writing my shit, why the fuck would I?
Okay, so my answer to that, right, would be, I don't think it became more prevalent. I think it became more open. Where I think that's
the same.
No. For example, there are people that people don't mind admitting it now. Yo, I got this from him. I work with him. Before, the ghostwriter should never be seen. There's people who wrote songs, they just won't say it. These days, it's okay and it's commonplace to say it. I don't know if it's happening more. I think, again,
it's more okay because the biggest artist in the world got outed for it and nobody seemed to care. So now everybody seems to be okay with just doing it. That's the case.
Okay, so if you want me to agree to him normalizing or at least making it more acceptable, yes. But if you want me to agree that he made it more popular, I don't know what I want.
Bro, come on, cut the cat.
You love movie references, right? You love movie references, right?
Yeah, I do.
You remember that? You remember the American? It takes a lot of skill to be able to take a nigga song and turn it up. That's a fact. Niggas sleep on that part of it. That's a hard skill to have.
Okay.
But we don't got to sit around and act like since Drake. Another thing that Drake did that some niggas could say is watering down hip hop. The freestyling with the phone shit. Ever since Drake did it, it became okay to do. It wasn't okay before Drake did it.
Y'all really trying to blame Drake for everything wrong with hip hop?
Let me ask you a question, I'm just putting out facts. You can't sit there and tell me that before Drake was rapping with his phone, doing freestyles, that was frowned upon. After we let Drake slide with it, it became more of a regular thing. We just let everybody slide with it. That's true. You can't tell me that's not true.
Man, that's making hip hop better, bro.
Hey, Ag, since you love movie references, bro, remember the Denzel Washington scene where he did the what was that, American Gangster? When he was talking about Blue Magic, and he was talking about, yo, the second you do something different, you change this, you water my shit down. I don't fuck with that. Why can't you just admit that Drake is just watering shit down? It's okay to just to say, like, it's cool. It makes it bigger on a large scale because it's more appealing to everybody else outside the masses and everything. But it's still watering shit down.
Yo, I've never seen hate
like it's that simple.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all niggas is hating so much. Y'all deserve to be on that Super Bowl stage with Kendrick. Like, the prime haters were there. Like, y'all niggas that,
No, nigga, you started this hate first. You said his performance was ghetto and trash.
No, it wasn't.
The way you feel, I feel like you deserve a Drake interview, man. The way you be caping and campaigning, like you still going through your 5 stages of grief right now. We've seen it live.
Yo. Here's the difference, though, right? Like, I didn't look at his performance. I gave him credit for everything with Drake. Again, if Drake had did this performance, I'd be like, damn, he could have did a little bit better on the performance.
Nah, you would have gave him a fucking gold medal.
Nah. I would have gave this mixed review. I said the performance was trash. I didn't say him dissing Drake was trash. I thought that was good.
Yo, can Kendrick diss Drake for the next year and everything be cool?
I mean, he could do whatever he wants. The point of how I'm looking at it is that I'm not gonna his run. If he's still tied to Drake or using Drake for promotion, I don't know what's Kendrick being number one versus Kendrick beat Drake in a battle and he's experiencing the side effects of whatever bad karma Drake got because niggas wanted him to be dethroned.
So what's the problem with kicking a nigga back in for the rest of your fucking career if that's what you did? Like, what's wrong with that?
If every album he continues to drop or still mentions Drake, I mean, it's fine. He could do whatever he wants. I'm gonna just look at this as this is the Drake and Kendrick era.
But you don't look at 50 for keeping up his own pettiness. But
and Ag do the same. No. Niggas from like 40 years ago still talking about them. Niggas are like,
50,
damn,
no. 50 has never promoted new projects by trying to use the niggas he's so called.
Bro, a show is a project in his world. That's a fucking project.
Okay. Well, who is he promoting? Like, is he saying, yo, if y'all hate Ja Rule, come watch my new show on Stars?
No, he would say, nigga, fuck Ja Rule. I just bought his tickets. BMF #BMF Stars. We winning.
That's not the reason. That's not the reason. Hold on. That's not the reason. That's not the reason people. Hold on. That's not the reason people are gonna watch the show, though. I get what you're saying, but that's not the reason. The reason why people tuned in to watch this nigga Kendrick is for him to mention Drake. That's it.
What's the problem with that? What's the problem with that if he already got accolades from the past?
No. There's no problem with that. It's just that I can't understand what his current run is until he starts to show independently that, I'm number one, whether I diss this nigga or not. And then I could be like, oh, okay. Like, I ain't gonna lie. If he drops like 2-3 songs and they go crazy and none of the promotion or none of the atmosphere around it is dissing Drake, then he came back and he said, you know what, matter of fact, fuck that nigga Drake again. I'd be like, all right, man, I understand.
When you cut the head off the king, you automatically become the king and everybody's gonna look at you.
No, we don't.
What about the last?
No, we don't. All right, so Pusha T was king, right? How long was he king?
Pusha T wasn't king because he didn't push it to the heights of hip hop.
Oh man,
he never had to act.
Yo, you contradicting yourself. You said when you cut the head off the king, you become king.
He didn't cut the head off.
Nigga, Drake bounced right back with Scorpion.
Right.
So you're basically saying if Drake is successful, Kendrick ain't king.
You said if Drake is successful?
Not with no R&B album. Come on, gang.
So if this next album
Drake will always be. I think Drake will always be successful. Always be successful, but the problem is
okay. Let me ask you a question.
Was in hip hop, as long as Kendrick is still doing something.
If Drake next solo rap album outsells GNX, is Drake still king?
If he does a solo rap album,
yes, and outsells
no,
first.
I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that because Drake is on a global scale. Like obviously he's gonna start like.
So how could Kendrick dethrone him then? You're telling me one thing, then you're like basically.
No, I said if Drake solo rap album. No, I said this is Kendrick intern. If Drake solo rap album outsells Kendrick, you definitely king, nigga. You are definitely the king.
Okay,
but no, because there's multiple people that listen to rap. There's white people that listen to rap only listen to Drake.
We gonna want to hear what if Kendrick got an album coming out soon after that. We gonna wait and see what Kendrick got to say too. That's just where we at now, bro. I'm sorry. It's recency bias. We want to hear it. Same way it was with the beef. We want to hear what the last nigga had to say, and then we want to hear what the next nigga wanted. But
technically, we know that this nigga Kendrick killed this nigga. So it's like we know who's number one. He killed him. Yeah, he made a nigga go to Australia, cuz like,
wait. He made Drake go to Australia to have wait. Kendrick intern. I just want to repeat what you're saying. He killed him because he made him go to Australia and do 17 sold out arena shows.
He killed him because he was doing all these memes. He was antagonizing this nigga, forcing this nigga to drop, and then he just said, "All right, y'all, I'm going on vacation. I'm done with this." No, nigga. You started this shit, nigga. You gotta spin. Like you said, drop, Kendrick. You said it day 30. We on day 362. This nigga still ain't dropped. like we going off your logic.
Brother, the battle is over. And by the way,
of course. We just did a Super Bowl.
Wait. Also, here's the thing.
Do you got your obituary?
Also, you keep saying things that are factually incorrect and just not like, you know,
what did I say that was incorrect?
You said because you're too busy dick riding and quoting the nigga.
Nigga, you dick riding.
No, you can't say drop and mention Drake when he dropped the last diss song, whether you liked it or not.
Bro, he said he retired.
Hold on. Who dropped the last? Wait. Hold on. Who dropped the last diss song? Who dropped the last diss song?
He said I'm done with this.
Okay. Wait.
But he said, "Yo, I'm done with this."
Wait.
I'm going on vacation.
All right, hold on. But who cares if Drake said that if Kendrick clearly ain't done with it? Why Kendrick can drop again? Because Kendrick.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. Like, are we not?
Is Kendrick done with it? Is Kendrick done with it? Yes or no? Because he y'all are defending his right to keep dragging.
No, he's not done with that shit.
All right, so why don't he drop?
The SuperBowl.
Wait, hold on. So why don't he drop? The last guy dropped was Drake. Why you don't drop?
He dropped GNX.
No. Why you don't drop? No. Why you ain't drop a diss song to Drake? Remember, we're doing this and this.
On GNX.
What's it called?
Hold on, Stuzzle. On GNX, he said the Black Noah, I just strangled me a goat. Nigga, now you dropped.
No. It don't work like that.
You dropped.
It don't work like that, bro. Yo, y'all are just moving the goalposts. I understand y'all are happy for. Yo, let me tell you this.
Let's not sit here and act like
it's really frustrating.
On GNX was doing jabs, like you said. You want a nigga to keep throwing jabs. He's throwing jabs.
Yo, I could tell it's really frustrating for y'all to be a Kendrick fan because it's like y'all looking for like this proverbial win of trying to be seen as bigger than Drake, but he's your thermometer. It's like trying to get hotter than the thing measuring your flame.
He's hotter than him right now, gang. What are you talking about?
If he was, we wouldn't be talking about. If he was, we wouldn't be talking about Drake the whole time. Every time we're trying to measure his success,
bro. We are at the repass now.
His success. His success. Think about it. Kendrick's success is measured by Drake right now. He just passed Drake as number one. So again, like, what are you talking about?
I just told you we are at the repass. We got to talk about Drake at the repass. Like, goddamn,
Drake's success has never been measured by Kendrick. Drake's success,
celebrating his life and all his accomplishments.
Drake's success has never been measured by Kendrick Lamar. We've never said, "Oh, Drake did this," and no, it's always been like usual. Drake does what he does. Drake,
he was coming for the number one spot. He was coming for the number one spot at that time.
Here's the problem, and this is why Kung Fu Kenny fans they're like punching in the air constantly. Drake's competition for the last 10 years has been himself. Kendrick supposedly just became number one, and he's still fighting the supposed demons of the nigga he beat up. Like, come on.
So, but you and Austin.
Yo, hold on.
I'm okay, guys.
Yo, everybody compared CLB to Scorpion to Views. Everybody's comparing For All the Dogs to CLB. Her Loss to What a Time to Be Alive. Everything Kendrick do, we find an equivalent for Drake.
So why ain't nobody playing CLB, All the Dogs, or Honestly Nevermind? Why is that shit not being played nowhere?
How is it not being played nowhere when he's been the most streamed artist for the last like 2 years straight?
Bro, just because that's playing overseas don't mean it's hip hop, gang. We know overseas is streaming your shit.
All right, okay, so it can't be played overseas. All right, it should be played in your backyard, right? Like, where you got to be played for you to respect it? Because
bro,
now
you are moving the goalpost.
No, you're moving the goalpost. You're saying nobody's. Hold on.
Nigga, you the one that keep moving the goalposts, bro. You keep saying the niggas not doing.
It got to be played in America,
brother. You automatically assume it's overseas. Why do you keep saying that it's overseas?
Y'all just say he's not American. Y'all just say he's the most streamed. Y'all just say he's the most streamed artist. So, but ain't nobody in America playing the music.
Hey, how? Where are you getting that?
Where do you hear Drake music get played at? And since not like us,
everywhere, nigga, the club, everywhere. What are you talking about? Hey, Kendrick. Hey, yo, Kendrick. Hey, Kendrick. I'm gonna say this. Before Not Like Us, have a nigga ever jumped in the car and said, "Yo, put that Kendrick Lamar"?
We're not talking about before.
Bro,
we're talking
of course
about
they do. You being disingenuous too, Wale.
Answer it. Before Not Like Us, has a nigga.
I did, yes. I do. People play Kendrick, bro. Why you think Kendrick sold the numbers?
The same
thing.
You play Kendrick even when you try to get some pussy, nigga.
Yo. By the way, yo, just to put this up because my guy says nobody's playing Drake. If it
wasn't Kendrick, he'd be Big Sean, right?
Hey, by the way,
it'd be like, when's the last time you heard a Big Sean song?
Hey, by the way, Drake hasn't dropped an album or anything since Kendrick has dropped an album. Drake was the most streamed rapper last month, January 2025. 1.3 billion streams across all credits, and it was his best streaming month since the battle.
Nobody never said Drake ain't the biggest artist in the world. We talk about
right. He's a global artist.
Okay, so now we're talking about America. All right, we're talking about.
You keep saying shit like y'all are celebrating his repass when the nigga is not even dropping for you to judge whether or not he actually died.
What do you mean?
You're pre-celebrating the death.
Drop songs after the beef. No phase. He was dropping songs after the beef. This shit wasn't doing nothing.
Shit. No, we're not talking about the 100 gig shit that UMG was stepping on, nigga. We talking about an authentic project. When he drops his next solo project, then you can say whether or not you celebrated the repass.
I don't think he want to drop a next project.
Chat, if you want to be in these conversations, discord.gg/academics, man. Join the community. You know, I just got to give a little commercial, quick plug. I ain't gonna lie. Join the Chat Nigga Academy right here. It's on Twitter. All you got to do, you hit communities, and then you just search Chat Nigga Twitter, and it will come up. All right, let's get back to the argument that never stopped. By the way, and we do have many sides of this conversation, right? So like, we have staunch Kendrick fans in here, staunch Drake fans. Everybody's going at it. No. I had to just give a plug to the Discord because I know some people are saying, y'all have been arguing this nigga for the last hour. He won't fucking get it. I see some people in the chat say, yo, let me get it and I want to go talk to him. So I'm telling them how they could get in the Discord and at least the Twitter community. So
I had a quick question for you. I had a quick question for you. Do you feel like Kendrick has an unhealthy obsession with Drake and his downfall?
It's hard for me to say, man. I'm gonna be honest. It's hard for me to say. I can't act like.
You know what, Act? I think you might be one of the reasons why I think you tight with Kendrick is because he took your spot as the biggest hater. How do you feel about that?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. I do admire this type of hating. Like I kind of do.
Like you fuck with it. Act like, come on, girl. You would
like,
real
shit. If this was Drake doing this to Kendrick, then he would be in love right now.
He would be
like every little sneak this and all that shit.
This
Drake wouldn't do no shit like this with Kendrick. He would just defeat Kendrick and move on.
A long time, bro.
Yo,
you being real,
I'm gonna be honest though. I'm gonna be honest. Like we should say this. Like I don't believe that Drake would be focused. I think only the number 2 guy will focus on number 1 because again, I know we're saying Kendrick's the biggest hit or whatever he says on his songs, but he's incentivized to go at somebody bigger. Like I don't think he would if this was somebody who he was clearly bigger than. Let's say, I don't know, I guess we got to create a rapper. If there were below him, right? I don't think you'd be dragging it like this. I think there's an incentive for you to diss Drake. He's the biggest in the world. And again, when you're number 2, you keep swinging up. You never swing down. And that's what I'm saying. That if Drake could beat him, Drake, I don't think Drake would drag it like this because you gain nothing from dragging the beating of someone who's already seen below you. You only gain when you're swinging up.
True.
He was swinging up at
There's
the
another
time. That's
layer
why he.
to this. There's another layer to this in the fact that one nigga thought one nigga was pussy.
That's all we saying. Like, nigga, you tried the wrong nigga. Like, if Kendrick would have lost, I would have deleted every song I ever had in my phone.
Hey, I gotta ask you a question because I don't think you ever commented on this. On the Squabble Up video, when Kendrick was sitting down on, like, he was looking at his book or something, they was talking about how that was a book close to what Drake made. Remember that book that Drake came out with?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is that you? Are you confirming that? Like, there's some credence to that, or people just reaching for thin air?
I'm gonna be honest.
That was the last video he just dropped.
I mean, shit, it might be. I'm just truth be told, brother. I think some things are intentional, and I think sometimes he gets up, and yes, he does use the internet. I don't care what none of y'all think. I think he looks at his phone and he'd be like, "Damn, how did they come up with that?" Like, I do think people reach a lot. I think he's intentional with certain shit, but I think people reach a lot, man. Honestly.
Yeah, like his chain at the Super Bowl, they said that was the A minor chain, and it was the A and PG lane.
Yo, I feel like triple entendre, man. Fuck Drake up, man. Anything could be a triple entendre.
Yo, my guy, like
that
piece
that's
is
the
probably
That's what fans do.
150 or to 200,000. It's probably $200,000 for that chain. I don't think you're like, yo, let me spend $200,000 on the A minor chain. You know what I mean? Like,
but you think Kendrick ain't smart enough to realize, like, damn, these niggas might say that shit, gang. I know they gonna say it. You know he's smart enough to realize that.
He could have put PG. He could have put Lang on there. He chose to use that particular thing. Obviously, it is because it's the crooked A or whatever. He chose for a reason. Like, come on, everything that he did for that and that look, when he had that look, he did it for a reason.
It's a triple entendre, bro. Like, come on,
bro. I think y'all just have an unhealthy obsession and y'all look too much into it. I don't think it's that deep.
No, I think he did that shit.
Who's more petty? Who's the pettiest rapper now? Is it Drake or Kendrick?
Kendrick.
No, I
no.
I still think it's Drake because
all I gotta say is this, man. Hey, I'm gonna pray on this nigga Kendrick downfall. I wish
Drake is 100% the most pettiest rapper, but I think we would have to say Kendrick is the most ruthless. Like what Kendrick is doing. Like, he's doing some shit that, like, you might have to shoot him. You get what I'm saying? Drake dissed Dylan Brooks.
Did you see the video of Drake? I think he did this Australia performance where he was giving out 25,000 to fans.
Yeah. What about it?
All right. So you seen that? You notice how he had to critique the way how he was doing things now because somebody was like, "Can I get a kiss?" or some shit like that, and he was like, "Oh, I can't really see. I don't really know." This is how fucking down bad Drake is to the point where he can't even like, "Oh, tell that fan to come down. Let me talk to that fan. Let's get a cup." He can't even do that no more because this shit is just so. The whole stigma behind him is so corrupted. It's so tainted.
That nigga Kendrick was floating on the stage, bro. Like,
I would agree with you.
He was like floating on that motherfucker.
I would agree with you, but I do believe. I believe Kendrick will do the same thing. I don't think Kendrick will blindly do that either.
I don't think nobody would, but Drake especially wouldn't because it's just like now he knows like there's a stigma behind my name. I can't even entertain the idea of having that fan come down just to talk, peck on the cheek, nothing.
That's how you kill a nigga's career, gang.
Yeah, he can't even do the shit that he normally would like to do.
Wait, you kill a nigga's career because he can't kiss his fans?
See, you over reaching. I quit reaching, gang.
Y'all are reaching. What are you talking about?
Yo, y'all are saying everything to say a nigga's like career is dead. Yo, that's how you kill a nigga's like how? Oh yeah,
that's how you put a nigga. That's how you put a nigga on fucking 1 HP.
No, you didn't see that grin. He looked at the camera like, "Nigga, it's over with. I'm killing you, gang." You didn't see the grin. Like, he was literally like burning everything up.
We saw that, and that was extremely pathetic because once again, this was a time to showcase all of his greatest accomplishments in his entire career, and he decided to narrow it down and focus specifically on Drake. That shit is pathetic, and it pissed me off. Because I'm a Kendrick fan, and I wanted to see Kendrick go up there and show why he's one of the GOATs, one of the most legendary rappers. And instead, all he did was talk about Drake.
AG, don't you sit up here and cap in front of these people.
AG, I'm gonna say it like this.
Bro, my second favorite artist is Kendrick. It always has been.
AG, I'm gonna say it like this: if you already know this isn't gonna be your highlight, then you can already make. He can dedicate this whole shit to being like, yo, this is the Kendrick versus Drake arc. This is when I kill this nigga. If he already know that he really that nigga, and knowing I can make multiple arcs, he could just do that this one time. Be like, yeah, I'm about to dog this shit out, but then I'm gonna make
Bro, but
something
why
new.
the Super Bowl? There's no He's not gonna get a second Super Bowl. Like, why the
Bro,
Super
he
Bowl?
got more
That's
views
supposed
than
to be.
Beyonce, gang. There's no more I need to do.
And so therefore he was better
Michael
than
Jackson at
Beyonce.
the
So
Super Bowl.
he got more views than Mike Jack and Prince. Was he therefore better than Mike Jack and
nigga,
Prince? Is that what you're
it's
saying?
it's already solidified, bro. He's number one, gang.
So you're now saying he was better than Michael Jackson? Yo, stop it, Kendrick.
Yes.
Stop it.
By the
Stop
statistics,
it.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say it, but by the
I
statistics,
am
that's
gonna say that, bro. That shit was
Prince
entertaining.
made it
the
rain,
whole
Purple
time,
Rain
bro.
during the song Purple Rain, bro. It started raining harder when that nigga performed that song. What are we talking about?
God.
Bro, I heard the whole Super Bowl shit A minor, gang.
Kendrick ain't performed better than no white woman that ever performed at the Super Bowl.
Oh, bro, here we go. Yeah.
It's better. It's better because you never seen a nigga do 2 diss songs at a fucking Super Bowl, nigga. I'm literally stepping on a nigga at the Super Bowl.
That's the point. That's why it's pathetic, because you're focusing on stepping on somebody.
Bro,
and not focusing on your career, your highlights of your career.
But
hey,
if you know
4 grams. Speak some sense into these niggas, 4 grams.
Hey, bro, if you know when you lose a bad bitch, you can get another bitch. Why are you really pressed about it, bro? And I say that to say, if he already know he could do this shit over, he'd be like, yo, I don't have to come back for the Super Bowl. I could do something bigger than the Super Bowl.
Bro, I did it twice.
Oh, shit. I could dedicate the whole thing right now to get to the Drake
Yeah, but
shit.
but the other argument is that he did the pop out. So he got all of that shit out. He already did it. He did the pop out. He performed Not Like Us 5 times in a row. He got it all out of the system.
That was for the hood. That was for the hood.
That was not for the fucking hood, nigga. That was in Inglewood, and all of them fans were white. What are you talking about?
Nigga, what the fuck? Now you just saying shit, bro. Go ahead.
That majority of the fans at the pop out weren't white. What are you talking about? They were not black. That was not the hood at the pop out.
It wasn't white, bro. It wasn't white.
Yo, Scissor, you're lying, bro.
It wasn't.
DJ Akademiks TV was posting the whole crowd on the page.
He was dedicated to look at one section full of white people, bro. That wasn't white people.
Okay, all right, bro. It's in Inglewood. Why would one whole section be full of white people if it's in a majority black city?
They felt safe right there.
All right, yo. Nah, bro, he got that shit out of his system at the pop out. It was no need to do a repeat at the Super Bowl. That should have been his accomplishments and his accomplishments.
Drake fans sound like better baby mamas, man. Like I can't believe this nigga's on his ass. Like, damn, bitch,
the whole thing,
let a nigga live. Like,
this should be crazy. If Drake would have won, bro, they would have been like, no, fuck that nigga Kendrick. We spinning his block until that nigga get dizzy, bro.
No, we actually wouldn't. I would be disappointed if Drake got on stage and performed Family Matters and Push Up. I would be highly disappointed if he didn't perform all of his greatest hits.
I can tell you lying, bro, because when
I would be highly disappointed.
When Drake dissed Common again, like 10 years later, when he dissed Joe Budden on them little small scales, yo, like, no, let it slide, bro. It's Drake. Like, he don't even have to talk to them niggas. He don't have to. He just giving them a bar, bro. That's cool. That's cool. Like, these are 10, 15 years later beefs that he still talks about. Y'all niggas is cool with it. But when fucking Kendrick do it for 1 year, niggas is like, bro, this is already burnt out, bro. Come on, relax. This is over with, bro.
But when the spotlight is on Drake, he's not mentioning any of those niggas. That is the biggest point.
He's posting these niggas right now. He literally be posting these niggas. But it's cool.
Man, bro, I'm talking about a spotlight moment, like a Super Bowl moment. That's a time for you to highlight yourself. Drake is a narcissistic person. He's not going to give light to somebody else. Drake would be upset if he did the Super Bowl and all niggas talked about was Kendrick. I'm assuming he would be highly upset that everybody stopped talking about him and they're only talking about Kendrick. This shit